Hey everyone. Welcome back to Conscious Reality, where mind meets matter and all of your conscious thoughts are exposed. I am your host, Cherie. It feels so amazing to be back with you all. I literally missed you. I know it's been a minute since I've been on here, but Spirit literally called for me to take a break. I had to take a social media break. I had to take a chill pill. And then I had some other things going on in my life. I literally had to have like an emergency dentist appointment. I was in so much pain, but I am so much better now. All the way back better now. So great to be back. I know you all are so used to me doing readings, but today I'm not going to do a reading. I want to just do another one of our like little spirituality chats, okay? So, I got my notes here because I'll be all over. I should have reviewed them before I went and pressed record, but it's okay. Bear with me. We're going to get through it. So I want to talk about trauma bonding. Trauma bonding, everyone. Okay. So, I feel like, did I really write what trauma bonding was first? So, trauma bonding is pretty much that, like, when you build a relationship that is based off of trauma, so when someone comes into your life just built from trauma, let me say it that way. So it's when you two can bond from like an emotional from like emotional pain, or like an emotional situation that brought you pain, or just something just not of that the higher vibration. So you're bonding with someone from your lower vibrational self, right? From lower vibrational things or situations that has happened into your life, so that will cause for you to trauma bond with someone. It also could be, you two bonding on a dislike for something. That's also trauma bonding. So again, anything of our lower chakras, our lower self, or, just not living in our highest vibration. When you're in your highest vibration, you're not worried about what you don't like. You're worried about, and if it was 222 when I said that on my recording, okay? You're worried about what you are focused on. You're worried about what brings you happy. You're worried about what brings you peace. You're worried about what brings you joy, right? So you don't want to go around and keep building these bonds with people based off trauma, right? Based off your lower self, based off of a self you haven't healed yet, that you're going to heal. And then once you heal it, now you notice all these people are falling off in your life. So that could be a reason why you're noticing all of these people are falling out of your life, because that relationship was built off of trauma. That relationship was built off of trauma. Now that you've been on your spiritual journey, you've been healing, and now that you healed that trauma, it's no point of this person being in your life anymore. So, yeah, so, I got a lot little. Okay, so in this trauma bond relationship, you can notice that you all only talk about like negative things. They only care to kind of like come to you and complain. They never want to talk about anything happy, or if they do, they're kind of like just boasting and bragging on themselves, right? So you don't really have that genuine connection, that genuine communication is lacking. They only want to come to you with their problems. They only come to you with negativity. When you realize that once you're done talking to this person, like, your energy is depleted, right? Your energy is depleted, and now they feel good because they just dished all their emotional baggage and shit on you, and you took it in, and you gave them all these positive words to make them feel happy and uplift their mood and their vibration, and then they just dip, right? They don't want to continue the conversation. I used to have one person who would literally just call me with all her shit and just be complaining, and then I'll give her feedback, and then afterwards, I'll be talking, and I could literally, back in the day, the text phones, I could literally hear her texting, and I would go to talk about my things, and she wasn't listening. Oh, I'm sorry, I forgot. Or, oh, she would change the subject back to her, So if you realize you're having a conversation with people, well, that conversation is always built around them and their issues or their trauma or their happiness, and it's literally just like that me center focus. And they don't care to hear about your conversations or be there for you. Like, that relationship could have been built on trauma. And that's a story for another day too, because that's like when people kind of come to you and they see your growth, right? As you two are further and further getting apart, because you're healing from this trauma. And as you two are further getting apart, the only time they want to talk to you too, and is like the only time they want to talk about you, is when something negative happened to you, right? So they want to put you back into a negative time and situation where like that person could have been the one to like help you out in something, and they kind of want to boast about, oh, well, you remember when, and da da da, and knowing that was a traumatic situation from you. So you need to stay away from those who always bring you back to those traumatic situations. They're like secretly jealous of your growth. They were jealous of your energy to begin with, right? So cutting those folks off, those folks who are jealous of your growth, jealous of your worth, jealous of your healing process, that's no longer serving you. How you two have bonded over that trauma and you heal from that trauma. You don't need someone who's going to be constantly bringing you down and trying to put you back into that lower vibrational self. Because when you think back in your memories of a time where you were experiencing something that wasn't the most positive, 9 times out of 10 it's going to bring your energy down. It's going to bring your mood down. You're not going to be as happy. So why even want to talk about things that didn't even serve you? Things that you healed from. We can't keep going back to the past. It's time to stay focused in the present, where don't worry about the future, but plan for the future. It could be things like that too, you know what I'm saying? So why keep having people around that's going to keep take you back down a walk down memory lane where that lane was not happy. You were not in your highest vibration at that time. You don't need anyone around who's going to keep reminding you of that. Yeah, that's another topic for another day. Where else? Okay, back to the other one. So I want to talk about another thing about trauma bonding too. To give you an example, I had a relationship that was built off of trauma, and the friends that came around in my life were due to this person I was in a trauma bond relationship with, right? And so the female friends that had came from that, little did I know, all came with trauma. It's just like, that whole package wrapped in one. This male couldn't bring, the traumatic situations out from that female relationship. So it was like the universe kind of put females around him that clinged onto me, and we built a relationship that was still built off trauma. Okay, so let's talk about that. So it was kind of like, me and him had a traumatic relationship and a bond. And, once that ended, I still had these traumatic friends around that had came through this traumatic relationship. So, we all had like a trauma bond that was built off of friendship, because it was lessons that I needed to learn that, he obviously couldn't teach me. He just put me in a position to where I was surrounded by these people who could bring me and teach me these lessons. So we got to be aware of like how you are attracting your friends, how you're attracting your relationships. You don't really want to that's another thing. Be wary of like the conversations you and these people are always having. Is this person always gossiping? Are they always like saying, like talking about others to uplift themselves? If they're always like, just like, the conversations that you're having, like I said, they're bringing your energy down. At the end of the conversation, you're like, damn, I feel depleted. That's like that energy vampire, right? Just sucking all the life from out of you to talk about negative shit, just pulling on your light, lowering your vibration, and then they run off with your high ass energy. You know what I'm saying? From you trying to lighten them up for the mood of the situation, you're sitting here left with all their mess. So yeah, they only care to like complain and talk about negative situations or compare. That comparison, that'll get you. Yeah, they never really want to talk about anything positive. And they don't want to give, they always want to talk about negative things and never really have anything positive to say. Notice that you may have certain relationships that, where they always want to complain, and then you want to turn around and talk about something happy, and they don't want to talk about something happy. That's when they rush to get off the phone. That's when they kind of take a situation back to being negative. That's when they kind of don't want to flip the script to being positive. you know, it kind of sucks too, because it's like when you notice just people around you, it's like gossiping. You know, I don't have time for gossiping. Gossiping is lowering everyone's vibration who's involved, and I don't want to hear it. I don't want to sit around here and talk about someone else, but I could be talking. We could be talking about something that uplifts our mood, uplifts our energy, uplifts our vibration. I don't want to sit around and gossip. But what the fuck is me talking about someone else gonna do for me? Other than, like, you know, just put it out there that, like, you're just being a hater at this point. You know what I'm saying? If you don't like it, then don't have it in your aura. Don't have it in your energy field. You know what? I don't even want to talk about it. You know, if you don't like something, don't go searching for reasons to talk about it. Don't go giving your energy away to it. Don't go giving your power up for it. I'm gonna just kind of turn the other cheek and turn my head and walk away. I'm not about to sit here and invest my energy, my time, my power into something that I don't like, that I don't agree with, that I'm not on the same page with. What's the point? So yeah, just be wary of people who always want to talk about bad stuff and always want to complain and never have anything good to say. That's a problem. If they don't have anything good to say, I get that, you know, life comes with duality. You need that close-knit, strong circle to be there. But, you know, like, I don't need you kind of always thinking you could squeeze your way into my life by, like, a negative situation. You know, me being like, oh yeah, I had you know, something traumatic had happened, and then you just, oh, what happened? Like, what? First of all, I didn't tell you for a reason. I'm not about to go into detail. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want to go into these points of situations, like I said again to earlier in the video, that will bring you back down to those lower vibrations. You know, like, you know, sometimes some people, if they want to talk about it, if they need to talk about it, 9 times out of 10 they're gonna ask you, you know, like, hey, are you okay right now? You know, are you emotionally okay with me kind of coming to you for advice? And then keep in mind too that your friends are not your fucking therapists. Like, go get a journal, go get a diary, go get an actual therapist, and spill all your problems out on them. You know, like, it's been getting to me that I have people in my life that are literally, oh yeah, that too. I've been taking a social media break. It's so negative on there. And then I realized that so many people have been able to reach me who've been trying to come at me with their trauma. Oh my God, I see your spiritual journey. Oh, you look so happy. You look so happy and spiritually healthy and emotionally healthy. Here, let me come and drop all my shit off at you. And I'm like, no. I don't want to talk about it. I don't want to talk to you. I don't want to talk to none of y'all right now. And be wary of social media, because there's a lot of trauma bonding relationships being built on that too. Just notice that sometimes some people will come to you with negative shit that they wouldn't dare to, like, text you about. You know what I'm saying? Just that quick little, oh, I'm gonna send her this picture of this real quick to get her energy lowered, you know, and into a lower vibration. And we're going to complain about this and that and that. No, you know, like, if you don't like something, just keep it scrolling, unfollow that person, keep moving. You don't have to give them all of your energy. You don't have to give them all of your focus. You don't have to, like, send this picture to a friend and then y'all both get to sit here complaining about it. You know what I'm saying? Because that's doing nothing but lowering both of y'all vibrations. And then it's kind of rude of you to even see something that you know that will get that person triggered, and then you send it to them anyways. Like, just because you got triggered, now you want someone else to be triggered with you. That is really being selfish. So yeah, we gotta be wary of that. I had to take a social media break, and I'm like, let me get away from y'all motherfuckers, because it got to be a little bit out of control. It's like, you know, if you see something you don't like, just keep it scrolling, block that person, block the post, you know, the little button that see fewer posts like this. It's so many ways to go around it. You know, you don't have to bring this to someone else and bring their energy down. And then once that person, like, gives you advice or try to build you up, be wary of people too who want to stay in those lower vibrations. Okay, be wary of that, because that's out there. It's some people that no matter how many times you can try to uplift their mood, no matter how many times you could give them, like, you know, a different advice, you know, this advice, well, maybe you should try this, maybe you should try this, maybe they just want to be fucking miserable, because everything you tell them to do, they sit up here and be like, oh, I tried that, that doesn't work, that. Well, what do you want me to do? Sit here and be miserable with you? Like, how is that gonna help you? How is that gonna help either one of our situations? You even coming to me telling me you try all these things after I've already told you, like, well, what was the point if you're gonna just shoot down every little piece of advice I just gave you? you know. So watch out for those two, for that too. That happens as well. Oh, I feel like I kind of hit on all these. So one thing that you could do to protect yourself from building trauma bonded relationships is that if you, once you've ended a situation, you should completely cleanse yourself and make sure you're healed before you go and build up a new relationship, right? I've been doing that a lot lately, just doing, total cleanses. It's inside and out, the whole energy, my whole auric field, everything, just the mental, all of that, okay? And making sure I do that and cleanse myself of, those energies and situations that like you can still have an emotional attachment to, even if that person still isn't in your life. So having to take that time out and to clear out from those situations, that's really helpful before you go and get a new relationship with, it could be a friendship, just reuniting with an old friend. I mean, you never really want to reunite an old friend, but you get what I'm saying. Dating wise, you don't want to bring and carry on all this baggage from an old relationship into your next relationship, right? That's just job wise, you don't, oh, my old manager treated me like shit, now here I am going into my new job with the same expectations that this manager is going to treat me like shit. What do you think is going to happen? You know what I'm saying? It's just that law of attraction. You didn't heal from this jealous ass friendship, then you go into another relationship and it is back again. Spirit is like, look, you didn't learn your lesson. You still carrying around this baggage full of jealousy. We're going to bring that shit right back into a new relationship. So, yeah. I think I said that. Stay away from people who are always in comparison mode to uplift themselves and bring others down. I wrote that down a couple of times. Yeah, and they always go back to just talking about themselves in negative situations. Yeah, you'll kind of see that a lot of these things and a lot of the things that I've said could also fall under the narcissistic aspect too. That energy vampire, narcissistic, however you want to put it. You got to heal that energy within you, so that you can no longer attract these situations, no longer attract these type of people. And once they realize your vibration is so high, it's okay to cut off. It's okay to ignore. That old you, she died. He died. I don't know. You like that snake, you just shedded your skin, honey. So all that old shit, it ain't here no more. It's no need to be here anymore. So yeah, it's okay to put those boundaries up. Right? So that's going back into that self-love, that self-care. This version of you that you healed from, that they think you're the old version. You're no longer that old version. So you need to put it out there. You know what I'm saying? Make it known that that's no longer you. Yeah, okay, I think that's it. Sorry, my like notes is literally, it just be all over the place, just like that. As soon as the thought comes in my head, I like hurry up and jot it down, and they be all over. They don't be going in at certain areas at the same time. So yeah, yeah, heal your inner you so you can heal that outer you. And then the more that you heal yourself, the more that you'll see the relationships, just that law of attraction, automatically being attracted to you that you want, automatically being attracted to you that you deserve, right? You're only gonna attract what your energy deserves. So it's like people out here wanting to be like in a relationship, right? And then they get upset when this person that they've attracted treated them like shit. It was like, well, look at how you really treat yourself on the inside, so healing is just that reflection of the inner you. All the relationships that you attract, it's just going to be that reflection. You are the universe experiencing itself. So understand that, know that. Now I feel like I'm just jabbing because I said all these, right? So yeah, keep your energy high, keep that vibration high. Like I said, it's okay to live in that duality. Duality happens, and that's okay. But don't get stuck there. Take life for what it is. Learn your lesson. Forgive yourself. Forgive the other person. Even if a good exercise, even if you don't want to talk to them face to face, even if you don't want to text them, even if you know like talking to them is like opening up that can of worms that just got shoved down in the dirt. No, we don't want to bring that shit back up. So you get to do exercise where you kind of just speak it out loud. You can write it down, burn that shit, just write it down, throw it away, text it to yourself, text it, delete it. You know what I'm saying? Just, I don't know, you got to get it out, get it off your mental. Act like that person is right there, that you're talking to them. That cord cutting. We'll talk about all these later. So yeah, I hope that helps with this like whole trauma bonding situation. And I hope you can realize that most of your relationships may have been built upon trauma, and it's okay for you to end them all as you heal. As you heal and your vibration is getting higher, if that other person isn't doing the work as well, they're going to do nothing but bring you down, in their mind, you're that old you, and you're no longer that old you. You shedded that skin. You may still look the same on the outside, but it's like, hello, you don't see the energy glow up. Or if you do and then you're ignoring it, now you're being disrespectful. So you don't want to let anyone disrespect your energy. Don't let anyone take you away from your growth. You keep leveling up, you keep boosting up your energy and get into that high vibes. And who wants to build a relationship that's where it's built off trauma, built off negativity? Like, oh, you don't like someone, I don't like someone, let's be friends. Like, that's not a good way to start a friendship. They're complaining about someone else and they're out and talking shit about someone else behind their back. They're obviously going to do the same to you, right? So be wary of that. Stay away from people like that. And then that's when you need to know, hey, I gotta go in hermit mode and go heal myself, go do some shadow work, and we'll talk more about shadow work later. I'll do a video about that too. Yeah, I'll totally do a video about that. I literally have a whole ass list of topics I really want to talk to you guys about, and gals. So I'm so excited to just get more of those videos out. I feel like we need more just talking videos. And then I'll get back to doing my tarot readings. Maybe just once a week. Let me know if you all want like the zodiac sign readings. Maybe I'll do that instead of like a general reading, so that maybe it can hit you a little deeper. On that note, thanks for tuning in. Sending much love from me to you. Keep your vibrations up. Don't let anyone bring you down. Yes, life comes with duality, but you got this. You're gonna ride that wave, okay? Until next time, everyone. See you later. Bye.